Duke Kahanamoku was born August 24, 1890 in Honolulu, Hawaii. Duke was born into a household with 5 brothers and 3 sisters. His brother Samuel was also a competitive surfer and swimmer. Duke and his family moved to Kala'i, Waikiki to be closer to his grandparents. There he lived with his siblings and 31 cousins. Duke attended Waikiki Grammar School but never graduated because he dropped out to support his family. Duke was not a nickname, it was a given name. He was named after his father, Duke Halapu. Senior Duke was a policeman, and his mother, Julia, was a deeply religious woman who took care of the house. Duke's family was not a part of the Hawaiian royal family, but instead the Hawaiian Ohanu. Kahanamoku were considered lower-ranking nobles who were in service to the royalty. Growing up on the outskirts of Waikiki, Duke spent his youth on the beach. There he developed his surfing and swimming skills. When he was younger, Duke preferred a traditional surfboard. These boards were made from the wood of a koa tree. The board was 16 feet long and weighed 114 pounds. The board was without a skeg, which is known as fins attached toward the tail of the board to improve directional movement, but during Duke's time they had yet to invent it. Duke was also very strong in swimming. His strongest stroke was in the freestyle. On August 11, 1911, Duke was timed at 55.4 seconds in the 100-yard freestyle. Duke broke the existing world record by 4.6 seconds, all in the saltwater harbor in Honolulu. He also broke the record in the 200-yard freestyle and equaled in the 50-yard freestyle. But the Amateur Athletic Union, also known as the AAU, was in disbelief and would not recognize these records until years later. They originally claimed that the waves and currents in the harbor aided to his record-breaking times. Duke easily qualified for the U.S. Olympic swimming team in 1912. At the 1912 Olympics in Stockholm, Sweden, he won a gold medal in the 100-meter freestyle and a silver medal with the second-place United States team in the men's 4x200-meter freestyle relay. In the 1920 Olympics in Antwerp, Belgium, he won gold medals in both the 100 meters and the 4x200 relay again. And in the 1924 Olympics in Paris, France, he finished with a silver medal in the 100-meter freestyle. Duke's brother, Samuel, acquired the bronze. At age 34, this was Duke's third and final Olympics. Duke was also an alternate for the United States men's water polo team in the 1932 Olympics. Between the Summer Olympics, Duke traveled internationally to give swimming exhibitions. It was during this time he popularized the sport of surfing, previously only known by Hawaii. He made surfing popular in the mainland of America in 1912 while in Southern California. During his time in California, Duke was involved with the Los Angeles Athletic Club, acting as a lifeguard and competing on both the swimming and water polo teams. While living in Newport Beach, on June 14, 1925, Duke rescued 8 fishermen off of their sinking vessel. Because he had his surfboard at the time, he was able to quickly maneuver men on the surfboard and get them to the beach, increasing the number of sailors saved. This caused a movement for the United States lifeguards to begin using surfboards in their In 1940, Duke married Nadine Alexander. She accompanied him wherever he traveled. Duke was the first person to be inducted into the Swimming Hall of Fame and Surfing Hall of Fame. He also has a surfing championship named in his honor. Duke is also a member of the United States Olympic Hall of Fame. While Duke wasn't surfing, he followed in his father's footsteps and became a sheriff in Honolulu from 1932 to 1961, serving 13 consecutive terms. On January 22, 1968, Duke died of a heart attack at the age of 77. For his burial, a 30-man police car escort accompanied him across town to his home of Waikiki Beach. A bronze statue at Waikiki Beach in Honolulu honors his memory. It is Duke, standing in front of his surfboard, arms outstretched and always carrying leis placed there by locals and tourists. It was the 112th anniversary of the birth of Duke. A 37-cent first-class letter-rate postage stamp of the United States Postal Service with Duke's picture on it was issued. A monument was placed in New Brighton Beach, New Zealand, honoring the 100th anniversary of his visit to New Brighton. Lastly, and most recently, on August 24, 2015, a Google Doodle honored the 125th anniversary of Duke's birthday. Duke opened the eyes to the sport of surfing. He was a dominant swimmer, but his biggest impact was spreading the sport of surfing around the world. Many of these countries honor Duke in athletics towards the water sport. Without such a surfing success like Duke, surfing would not have been popularized in the world today.